Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of physical. Um Before we just get into the challenge, I just want to make a little comment that I did not expect part 3. Like, it's very small part 3, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it went pretty fast. But I took so much time to work on it because of the shit that went on like that week. Because I was like I was supposed to record it at we're literally 10 days, 9 days left of this what's the word called, of the update, and I was supposed to work on it literally like a on at like day 15, when there was like 50 days. That's what I was like planning to, okay, you know what, I'm gonna lock in and work on part 3 like when but nope, I literally like did not work on it. The next week that came up was really like just filled with like, it wasn't like that bad. I just didn't. I just like did like. Actually, school started again for us, so that's why as well. So that week, on that week of 15, so I felt like motivation was like, yeah, no, how about we don't. So again, I was a lazy bum, I admit, which is fine. Hopefully that doesn't happen when I actually start having to upload, like when I start having to have a upload schedule, because that would be problematic to keeping up the views, you know. Uh, so again, I think my brain is just like thinking like, hey, you're still in the pre-recording phase, so it's fine. You could take a day off. You could take a day off. So like again, I do hope I get into a schedule, right? Like a correct schedule. But yeah, let's get it, enough yap. Let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, the usual. Let's begin. So we start off where we left off last time, which was getting to the Law Fu Xianjie. And we find guards kind of out, and we decide to walk around, and we find the Cloud Knights with a lady, and they're being attacked, so we decide to help them. We of course easily take care of the battle as usually, you know, nothing too hard for us. Of course, they're very annoying that they can heal, but again, no problem, we take them out with a Hangya. And then the lady that was with them thanks us. Her name is Chung Yoon, and she decides to take us to the main area. I forgot the place was called, but we have to go. This is the world's puzzle. What are the puzzles we could do here in this game, in this world? Then we fight our first mini boss on this area, which does not have physical weakness actually. But as any other mini bosses, it goes down pretty simply, honestly, like every other boss we fought, mini boss. Then we meet Yukong, which is basically the leader of this area, the divination commission. And she kind of just tells us, or whatever the place was called. But yeah, we also meet Jing Yuan, and basically just says like, sure, she reject you guys, but Loki, we want, can you help us fight Kafka? Well, finds this like a little suspicious that like, why would we be asked to fight Kafka though, even though like they have Blade. And then we see Jing Yuan and her and Fu Shuang, the Divine Master, talking, and they kind of talk about how like just about us, who we like, if we would be useful and so on. And we get taken to a hotel. This time around though, nothing goes on, but we text Dong Hong to like check on the others. Meanwhile on the express, we see that Dong Hong asks, what's it called, Himiko, to see the message that they had with Kafka, and then that's when he sees Blade. So he's like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers, they're fucked. So he goes down there. He tries texting us to talk to communicate with us, but the line isn't sending. So he decides to go look for us, which is when he runs into some people's being attacked. One looking very familiar, but yeah. we fight for him, but he like is like Loki like, hey, I can't leave you guys to fight alone, so he heals us, and then we go back to the battle. And honestly, with this team, it's pretty simple. They do good damage, and we take them out. Honestly, the boss, the mini boss. That's when we are back with us, where we give it this dog thing, and we have to like it smells scent, which is how we find Kafka. Using that whole system, and we have a battle with like the guards she had some like subdued. Those Cloud Knight guards are pretty simple. We fight Kafka herself as well, where she had to do some guards as well, some Cloud Knights. Yeah, and we defeat her, of course, which gets
Finally.
Rudimentary. Your every move has been foreseen by the Omniscient. Fushun, Divination Commission. I'll be taking the criminal from here.
we meet Fu Shuang face to face, and she introduces herself, telling us about who she is. She's the Master Diviner, and she takes us to the Divination Commission where some things happen.
What's going on with him?
What is that?
Everybody stay back! Give him this medicine and make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
We meet Bailu, which is the doctor, and we help her defeat the enemies, and she complains to us about how she has to fix them up. Because, yeah. Then we meet Xing Shui, which is the worker at the Divination Commission, and she's the one that's supposed to take us there. We see her be, like, she's chill, honestly. And then we see the Ambrosial Arbor, which is kind of like a thing that was from when they were followers of the Abundance. Then we see that when we get there, the door is closed, so we have to go around, and that's what we used. That's where we learn about the other puzzle of this region. There's many puzzles at this point. Then we meet, we see her talking to Jingyuan and telling how like the divination system is like kind of like the mechanic machine is closed. So we have to help her like fix it. As always, you know, the slaves we are doing labor. My ass like was frozen here.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
Fu Shui decides to go report what she had seen to Jing Yuan. Well, we get to talk to Kafka, and she tells us about why she's here and explaining to us what happened. Then we go back to Donghong and Lucha, where we see them like going around still, going back to the Alchemy Commission. That's where we see like one of the 10 lords, and she's damaged, but Lucha has healing abilities. Which is why, because he's like has abundance powers. But that's where we go back to us, where Kafka tells us that eons can actually be killed. She explains to us how each eon was killed, not each, the ones that were killed, and then something just randomly happens.
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
We go tell Fu Xuan and Jing Yuan that Blade and Kafka had escaped. They tell us to, then we decide to go up and split to look for the tree, where we get to the artisanship commission, where we meet this old guy and he makes us do this puzzle system, which has been corroded because of those things that appeared.
Careful, it's changing.
We get to fight the deer that appeared now, but there's a problem with it, and that is no matter what damage we do to it, it heals itself. That's why we figure out that we probably have to weaken it. So we go fight those roots that is grown around and we destroy them. That's why we go back to fight it again, now that we've weakened it. And also the battle went easier than I had expected. I thought it would go like pretty hard, but again, I guess preservation Donghong is just so OP. But yeah, we defeat it, which leads to all those roots that were there to like kind of go out and die. And well, it makes a conclusion about no wonder how powerful the abundance is, and no wonder why the Shinjuo decides to go with the hunt to destroy abundance. And that's where we finish the story. Yeah. So, I got sick a day after I got the clips. So you're thinking, what's the problem? You know, you just got sick, right? Well, first of all, I have to do the voiceovers for the videos. My voice was kind of fucked. I had a headache. My eyes were burning. It was while I was fucking tired. I did not feel like doing shit yesterday. So yeah, I got fucking sick for an entire day. But I was planning to edit like the clips from Friday or yesterday, whatever. Yeah, the day before. I fucking hate this. That was so ass. You know, actually, as I was about to do the gambling, I was thinking low key. Evaniscia is gonna be releasing phase 2, right? Which means I have a lot of time to save up for her, and I low-key need to do some of these endgame modes later on, so I can get, you know, Stellar Jades. So I was thinking, you know, Boot Hill is on. He's not that bad. Like, and if I check, you know, off camera here, I'm on my browser, that's why. If I check right now, Boot Hill is not that bad on the tier list, right? He's pretty good in Epileptic Shadows. I mean, pure fiction is of course gonna be ass for him, but it's not like I'm not gonna go that far anyway. With the team I have right now, most likely, so it doesn't matter. I could get like a couple ones. I feel like he wouldn't be bad to get to like pick up right now. We could try again. Chances are pretty low we win though. So, and I need content, so fuck it. Oh, okay. I already had 50 pity from us gambling for Yao Guang, so let's see what we get. Alright, Pom Pom. Come on now. Have something good for me. At least be like, oh, Moza. I can't use you. At least if I lose, make it like be Clara, bro. Like, you know. Oh, no, we got him. Welcome to the team. I'm about to say, why is there no voice lines? I forgot this is in Genshin. They have the voice line stuff. We can welcome Boot Hill onto the team. Hey. We could replace her with Natasha. I'm gonna skip forward before we start the story. I'm gonna just build him real quick. We saw visual 30, so we get days from level 30. what are they called again? Trailblaze power. I always call it. I use Genshin terms for a lot of the stuff. So if I accidentally say Primo Gems, Resin, or anything, that's why. Because I always use with my friends. I always use Genshin terms. Like we don't switch it up if it's different games. Well then, of course I expected us to not get a lot of artifacts because it is 4 stars. But hey, let's hope some of them are good. Oh, okay, that one has break effect. No, wait, what? Oh, yeah, break effect. Nothing. Break effect, okay, but that's... This is gonna be a scuffed mini build, isn't it, huh? Well, let's see here. No, wait, no, I already had one. Oh, I did not know I had this. Yeah, but we got Boot Hill now on the team. Welcome. Again, I wasn't planning to get Boot Hill, but again, why not? We gotta make the most out of it. Plus, it's fun. Like again, Boot Hill isn't someone I get to play much, so this is also a way of getting to try out characters I don't play a lot. That's the thing I love about this challenge as well. In the live stream with 4.2, Yunli and Argenti are gonna become, you know, you can edit them in here. So that'll be 3 out of 7? Yeah, there's 7. 3 out of 7 characters we could get that are physical, which is a very good thing for us because we lost last time to fucking Weld. Can't really use any of these other characters here beside Clara. Again, it's pretty nice that we can lose to those characters, to Yunli and Argenti. Next time we wish. Well, let's begin the story quest now, for real. It's time.
Cute, 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 cute. You're so cute.
We arrive at the Alchemy Commission, as we need to get there for a lot of to stop the motherfuckers, right? And we see that's fucked up. The city, the entire city is fucked up, right? And we get to the safe zone as to, you know, not fucking have to deal with enemies, where we find Fu Shuang, and she explains to us how Sanctus Medicus used to do their alchemy shit here, and they've released some gas, so the military can't stop them. We get there after stopping those gases from leaking out, and we meet their leader, and she decides to fight us, and we defeat her pretty easily, as a very easy boss, and yeah.
What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction. Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself.
After fighting Fontelia's Void Rangers, Walt tries to figure out what the situation is. And his theory is that she either got replaced or just got removed, I guess. Then we meet up with Dongheng again, or we see Dongheng's POV where he has arrived to the Alchemy Commission. And he reads our messages that were sent before. And he decides to come find us, so leaving behind Susheng and Locha. On his way, he hears the past echoes, which speak of his past experience. And he meets also another one on the boat that tells him, hey, are you leaving us again? And he does say yes because he needs to find us. Afterwards, he arrives on this island where he meets up with Stellar Hunter, Blade, and Kafka. where Blade was waiting for him to fight him, as he knew him in the past. During the whole conversation, homeboy Yao Ching, I forgot to say his name, appears and like is low-key trying to stop Blade.
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of...
After we fight Yao Ching, Kafka stops us, as to not go too far, of course. And she says that, you know, Jingyuan is here. And Jingyuan does appear. Where he like tells Kafka, yo, just take away Blade. I won't say anything. And when Deng Heng is about to leave, he tells him, I have your friends. And he takes Deng Heng to water skill voice. I forgot the name of it. But he talks about Deng Heng's past as Dong Fong and how he wants Jingyuan wants Deng Heng to try fixing things with him. So he tells him like, hey, if you can, try proving that you are a different man. And then we see him explain the stories of the Vidyadhara, how they helped them stop the abundance, and yeah, how they owe them, the Vidyadharas. After Deng Heng opens up the waters, Jingyuan gives up his last message command in case he doesn't make it back against the battle with Fentilia. So he gives a command about how he wants Fu Xing to deliver the message to the other generals. That's when we see the echoes of the past explained like a riddle, and that's what we're gonna need to open the gates, and we do that pretty quickly. And, you know, open the gate to where Fentilia has taken over this abundance thing, which makes us be able to, well, you know, actually get to Fentilia. We get to Fentilia, the battle goes very quickly and pretty easily. We get phase 1, phase 2, and then we get to phase 3 where the real shit goes down.
I wonder if the transformation of a Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the law proof back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Deng Heng! Do it!
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Cienjo is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
We defeat Fantilia, of course, and Jingyuan kinda is out of it. Then we finish the story quest for that part of the story quest. Get a new one, I do it. We get to the headquarter thing, I forgot what's called, the area where Fushuan has taken over for Jingyuan as he is, injured. And she makes us help her with some items that she has to go through for the whole report. That's when we are sent to Yaoguang to send some tools and she's planning to do the ceremony thing that, what are they called? Her species do. I forgot their names, my bad. We see one of her co-workers, Ching Yun's co-workers, and there's in that box some items that that she wanted to give to some people, and they give us in return some stuff as well. We get to Yaoguang again, Yaokuang, and we have to put the stuff on the ship where Homeboy stops us last second as he has made his own item as well, his own gift. And we put the gifts into the, what are they called? Yeah, fly things. We meet up with Jingyuan after he's watched the ceremony where he wants to thank us. And he gives us this thing called the Jade Obstacle. I don't know how to say the word. Again, I'm English ain't my first language after all. But yeah, he gives us it. And it's like a truce of, if anything happens to you guys, we will help you. The Xingzhe. We get back to the Express where our next stop being Penacony.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Cienjo, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Cienjo to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Yeah, so that was part 3 for our challenge. I did get it to I leveled up to 30 during the story quest, so I quickly did the equilibrium thing, as you see here. And yeah, but anyways, that's not what support. But support is, this is the end of part 3. I hope you enjoyed some of this video. I try to be more creative, more, I don't know, more like more than normally. So yeah, I also was more what's the word called? Yeah, part 4 will be a bit more creative, I guess you could say. I'll hopefully, yeah, I'll be present there. It's gonna be more like a live thing. Live, I say. You know, me being there, playing the game. It won't be a voiceover, right? I mean, now I'm also playing a game right now, but this time around, it's not gonna be a voiceover. It's gonna be like in real time. That's the word I'm looking for, real time. So yeah, thanks for watching.